right, we call it Follow-Up Thursday for a reason. We just forget about things. So you guys hit us up on email and you're like, hey, whatever happened to? And in this case, Adrienne hits us up and she's like, there's a storyline that aired this past spring. Started out as a War of the Roses segment. A woman wanted to test her fiance. He ended up sending flowers to someone else on their wedding day. All right, let's regurgitate that. He sent flowers to somebody else on their wedding day. Like, I don't think he sent them on that actual day. I think he set them to arrive on their wedding day, right?
Correct, yeah.
Right,
when he ordered the flowers were to be sent to this other woman on his wedding day.
The following week, you checked in to see if she'd gone through with the wedding, and she shared that she had indeed done so. She said she was not going to mention it to him and that she was going to try to make it work. This is on her wedding day. You guys remember the details on this?
Yeah, so her fiance started to act how he did when he first cheated on her in the past. So we did War of the Roses, and he took the bait. He chose flowers with the card saying, hope this will remind you of me while I'm away. Already miss you. And then he set the delivery day to this other woman for his wedding day, meaning, hope this will remind you of me while I'm away on his honeymoon.
Wow.
Even though he did this, she went through with the wedding. She said she loves him and felt too humiliated to call it off. At the time, no one else knew what she knew. So she made an appointment with the therapist and had hopes that the session would help guide her. Everyone was disappointed with her decision. What's happened since?
Hi, Tommy. I really don't want to give you an update because I think I will feel judged. So please be kind. No, I never ended up doing anything with the information I got from you guys. I don't know when or if he even stopped seeing this other woman. I think he stopped because things seem to have improved between us. I can't say that I don't have suspicions or paranoia, but I'm trying hard to put those out of my mind. I've really just been focused on being the best version of myself and the best wife I can be. That's all I can do, and then I can hope for the best. I'm also focused on. I'm also to wait. What? That's all, folks. I'm also focused on being the best soon-to-be mom.
She's pregnant.
I'm about 12 weeks along, and really focusing on that. I'm doing everything that I can to be healthy and not stressed, so I'm really not allowing myself to dwell on any fears. I know this won't be a very popular response because most people can't understand where I'm coming from. What I will say is that many people judge me from the outside. However, when it is your own relationship, the quote-unquote right thing to do becomes a little muddier. The obvious thing doesn't seem so easy or so obvious when you are talking about someone you love making a mistake. Surely, many men have had affairs, ended them with their wives or girlfriends never knowing, and the marriage went on to be long and happy. Maybe the only difference in my case is that I did find out. However, I'm choosing to pretend like I didn't, and so far, that is working for me. Anywho, thank you for your concern.
No, I'm not going to judge you. We're going to do this with compassion, and we're going to do this with empathy. I just couldn't put myself in this place to have that kind of secret, that kind of distrust, that kind of betrayal, and completely hide it. It's going to come out somehow, some way, in some form later on. You just can't bury that kind of anger, can you?
I mean, yeah, there are people who can. Like, to be able to compartmentalize to that extent. I mean, that's a depth that I don't think I have. So ultimately, if you're happy, then so be it.
Yeah, you're the only person who has to live in a relationship and live with yourself. So if that's your decision, that's your decision. I do feel like she should just own it. I don't think she should try to look for excuses of what other people have done or what other people are dealing with to try to justify her decision making. Just own it. If that's what you can tolerate and you can deal with, that's your prerogative.
Man, that pregnancy for me, when she's pregnant, that changes everything. I would do the same thing. There's no way I would want to embark on that journey alone. I mean, it's enough finding out the betrayal of the person you're about to marry, sending like flowers to someone else on your honeymoon, but then you add in a pregnancy to that mix as well. Like, that's a lot of big change. And that's like, you're going from thinking you were going to get married to being single, but also now you would have to be a single mom on top of that and navigate all that with the person who broke your heart. Like, I'm not saying it's the right move long term, but I feel like it's the right move right now, and I get it.
That's real talk right there. So if there was no kid involved and you weren't pregnant, then it would change the game for you. But if you were pregnant, you could see yourself going down the same path. Like, no way, there's too much to risk right now. I'm just going to bury this.
Absolutely. It would be hard enough for me, I think, to break off the wedding too, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I would find ways to try and forgive him, to rationalize it. But once that baby came, I'm not doing that alone. Like, there's no way. And I will kick that can down the road and deal with it at a later date.
That's just real. Bert Show.
The Bert Show.
So first, thanks for watching. Second, you like what you just watched? That just scratches the surface. Get the Bert Show on any podcast platform. We're so good.